Masters of the Universe fans, thanks for tuning in. Once again, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Mattel Creations exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins SyKlone. One of my favorites from the vintage line. Now coming towards the end of the Origins line, we finally get them. Now, when I say that we're coming to the end of the Origins line, don't freak out, everybody. There's still a lot of other figures that they're doing, but for all intent and purposes, a lot of the main characters have already been done. So for me, things are kind of ramping down. But this was one that I was super excited to finally get announced and released. As you can see, it is a collector's edition, and I love this. The torso spins 360 degrees for tornado action. I love the fact that they still have that vintage action feature in here. As with all of them, you do get this really nice box. The collector edition ones, much like Mossman, all have a tremendous amount of detail and everything put into them, which I love, including all the art around here. You got a lot of cool images. That kind of looks like a Horde Trooper kind of destroyed. You got a big giant snake head there, and then the top section here, which looks great, and he's fighting off the Horde. You even can see, that looks like Hurricane Hordak right there. Absolutely amazing. You got a cool image of him there, new for 2024. Come on to the back again, more gorgeous art with him fighting off a giant snake. That's cool. You got Mossman down there. Makes sense because, you know, he's part of the whole collector sort of thing. But again, you got Hordak right there, which is really cool. But gorgeous art all the way around on this. I don't care about packaging because I ripped these out, but I really do love and appreciate the work that they put in to really connect to those original vintage figures by way of course, the figure itself with an updated new sort of technology put into them, which increases the articulation and all that, but also keeping in with that same sort of attention to detail, the packaging. I really like that. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have SyKlone opened up and out of its packaging. And starting off first, he does come with a mini comic. It is the Fog of War. You can see him there fighting these snake people. I'm not entirely sure, but you do have the comic. I love the fact that they're continuing on with these and really showcasing tremendous art, good storytelling, all of that stuff. This is such a cool idea. But, you know, for several years now, I've been reviewing these Masters of the Universe Origin figures. It's coming to the end, like I've talked about. There's not a lot that I'm really super excited about. There's a few. You know, obviously, Stondar was one that I'm really looking forward to. That'll go along with Rock On. You know, Too Bad. The collector vehicle, which we've seen recently revealed. There's a few left that I'm still excited about. But to be totally honest, this might be my favorite Masters of the Universe Origin figure to date. This guy is phenomenal. Being able to combine both the vintage sort of aspect as well as the more modern articulated version, everything is in this. And I'm all for it. Now, for his accessories, he does come with his shield. And I'll be totally honest, when I was a kid, I remember having him, but I don't remember where I got him. But he was, I don't remember him being, like, complete or something. Like, I feel like I found him at a flea market or something like that. But he does have a shield. You can see you got these little wavy lines on there. You got the section here where it clips to his forearm and then he can hold it. It's just molded in this yellow plastic, but you know, you do have his little shield weapon. You also do get this. Now, this is something that, again, I don't remember ever having in my vintage one. So it's gonna like clip on here, I guess. Something like that. So you can have that on there. You got a couple different spots there, actually, that you can plug that like there. And have it, oh, that's a little bit more natural looking for them. But then, like I said, you can clip it up there. So I wonder if you can, like, well, no, you do that, like that, I guess. Yeah, I mean, something like that, I suppose. You know, that brings it a little bit closer. I mean, you got little options. for them, but you got the little clip sections on here. Now, this is cool. I mean, I absolutely love this. Yeah, and I think that's designed to kind of give you a slightly different look for them. But this is absolutely stellar. I love the whole overall look. And then something that's new. Oh no! Ooh, come here. He's dizzy. He's dizzy. He's you know. You spin me right round, baby. You got these, which this was not included in the vintage one, but they're little tornado hands, which is awesome. So you can take these just like you can with everything else. Remove these little guys. You can plug these in there now, and these are actually articulated as well. It is stiff, so kind of get it in there. I'm trying to make sure I don't damage it or anything like that, but just kind of get it in, maybe rotate it a little bit. Here, let's see. Let's take that off. It's definitely a little bit trickier to do. Everything on this is really tight, so I'm just gonna get that in there. So, no, hold on. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. So you can have it like he's spinning his arms around, and they're on hinges. You can rotate it around, and there's actual hinges there, so you can kind of hinge that around. And it's literally like he's spinning his hand and creating a vortex with it, which that is amazing. I absolutely love that. And you can do the same thing on this one. You get two, so you don't get alternate hands, but you do get these little blast, not really blast effects. There you go. There we go. Get that on there. You can have him going crazy with his tornado action. I love that. I absolutely love it. It's so ridiculous. I mean, they're hollow, but you can see very nice translucent blue color. You got the swirling look on there. Fantastic. So fantastic. Now, something else that you can do is you can take this and attach that on there. Well, let's see. You can move this kind of around, so I'm going to put it here. Now, here. So the other aspect of this guy, number one, you have this very nice lenticular sort of radar dish. As you can see, it moves around. Again, very much like the vintage figure had. That's super cool. One thing that I will tell you is, I remember the original one, these like being like really rubbery, but they're hard plastic now, which is nice. So that's permanently on there and in real good shape. Also remember like this being rubbery, and I feel like that would fall off. You could pull that off of them or whatever. But the other thing is that SyKlone had a very fun gimmick where he could spin around. Oh, that's squeaky. But you could spin him around. It actually had like this thing right here, and you can see that it does have that on there. Now, these are the modern versions. So you got all the articulation with the ball joint. You got the pin hinge joints. You can pull the arms off if you want to. You know, you can swap that out just like that. One thing that you can't do is you can't really swap out the waist or anything, because they actually still put in that play feature with the little spinning effect, which is super cool. So what you do for that is you got the whole torso here that is kind of like a trigger sort of thing. You just literally pull that apart, and you can already see it. And then you just spin it around. That, unbelievable! I absolutely love it. And you can take this. I actually saw somebody do this on like Facebook or something. You literally just, let me see. I'm going to see if I can recreate it. It's going to be hard to do because, oh wait, no, you can like, tornado. I don't know why I'm making a song, but you literally just take this, spin this around, and I mean, that's so simple. It's so simple, but I love it. I think it is super cool. And then you can even, like, you can kind of just, like, rotate that around. I mean, let me see if I can just spin it. I mean, that is cool. And by having it kind of on this angle like this, it kind of makes it look like he is more of like a tornado sort of thing. I mean, I'm speechless. I literally am. I think that this is the best Masters of the Universe. And then to kind of put it back to the way it was, you literally just take it and collapse it back down. And now, I mean, he still kind of spins, but it's not that free spinning. Like, this isn't really going to rotate him around or anything. It is just mostly that waist swivel, which is so amazing. I mean, literally, this guy is in my opinion the best Masters of the Universe Origin figure that we have gotten. I can't think of one that's better. I honestly can't. And I'm not trying to. I'm pulling this off. I'm not trying to blow smoke up. For me personally, I love this. It is so much fun. It is such a great, and since we've had that kind of fiasco with Rock On, with the gimmick on there, that was a bit of a letdown. To follow up with this guy is amazing. I mean, I just love, I mean, his head is a little bit loose. It's not bad or anything. But I just am super, super geeked out with how this guy turned out. Seriously, I can't think of anything that I would have wanted done differently on him. They nailed it. They like I said, while they kind of let us down, a lot of us, with Rock On, and, probably Stondar when he comes out, SyKlone here is absolutely spectacular. Super, super amazing. Now, unfortunately, as this Masters of the Universe Origins line is kind of winding down, all of these figures now are being released through the Mattel Creations website. And unfortunately, as of the recording of this video, this guy is sold out. You had to get him. He did last for several hours, though, so if you were interested in picking him up, you knew that he was going to be on sale, and you were there, and I was able to get him. As I said, he lasted for several hours, actually. I do hope that at some point, Mattel is able to bring these back online to their website. Maybe later on as an additional run or something, but as of right now, SyKlone is sold out. So if you do want to get him, you are going to have to go through various online retailers, third-party sellers, eBay, things like that. But he is worth it. This guy is outstanding. I love him. But there you go, guys. There's my look at the new Mattel Creations Masters of the Universe Origins SyKlone. As always, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. I hope you had fun. And until next time, this is Optibotimus saying to please remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. And until my next review, adios, au revoir, and auf Wiedersehen.